In this video, I'm going to talk you through some market research tools. Because you see, in order to be heard, you need to make sure there aren't too many competing voices. And one way to find out is by doing a keyword search. You'll want to find keywords that have lots of people searching for them, but not that many sites indexed. And this makes it more likely that someone will find your site instead of a competitor's. A really good tool to use for keyword research and, by extension, market research is the Google AdWords Keyword Planner. And this is a free tool that's available to everyone online. It's quite a long URL, so if you just type in Google AdWords Keyword Planner into Google, you'll be redirected to the sign-in page. Then you can sign in, and if you have a Google ID, if you've got a Gmail account or something like that, you'll automatically be able to sign in. Now, it's set up really for knowing how much you're going to pay if you want to buy a Google AdWords ad, but you can use it for other purposes as well, and it is actually a very good market research tool. There are two ways that you can really use it for market research. The first is to search for new keywords using a phrase, website, or category, and the other one, if I scroll down a bit here, is to get search volume data and trends. Now, let me just show you the first one here. This is how you search for new keywords. You enter your product or service in here, or your landing page, or a product category. Then you can decide how you're going to target it by all locations, all languages, Google, negative keywords, etc. You can have keyword filters. Generally, these are just for if you're going to be buying a Google AdWords ad. Okay, then you click on the button here that says Get Ideas. It takes you through to this page, which by default comes up here to Add Group Ideas, which is obviously for buying an AdWords ad. But if you click on this tab here that says Keyword Ideas, then it gives you some more data that's probably going to be more of interest for market research purposes. It's got the keywords listed by relevance. It tells you the average monthly searches. And it also tells you the competition. Now, the competition is going to be the competition for an AdWords ad, but it does give you an idea as to how many sites are out there with this particular keyword. So it gives you an idea about how many other sites could be out there in Google. The suggested bid and all this other stuff, this is really just for if you're going to buy an AdWords ad. And so you can come up with some good ideas for keywords which you can then use to delve deeper. Now, the other way that you can use the AdWords Keyword Planner for market research is to get search volume data and trends. And what you do is you enter your keywords or key phrases in here, separated by commas. I'm going to have internet marketing and search engine marketing for this demonstration. Or you can upload a file from your computer. You can target either locally or all locations. You can target Google or Google and its search partners. Negative keywords can be included, so you can take out things like free and that sort of thing. You can select a date range, or you can show the average monthly searches for the last 12 months. I'm going to keep everything at the default settings for this demonstration. And then click on here that says Get Search Volume. And it takes you through to this page. And you can see that it shows you a lot of information here. Let me just scroll down a bit. You can get the average number of monthly searches in Google. Tells you the competition, the suggested bid, and all this other stuff. This is if you're going to buy an AdWords ad, just like on the last section there. And it also gives you the competition, and also gives you this graph that shows the number of searches per month. Now, I'm making this video in March 2016, so you see it showing me everything over the previous 12 months. You can see if there's a trend going, or if there are times of the year when these particular search phrases get searched for more than other times. So, for example, here, let's look at the one for search engine marketing. You also have this rather annoying version of it that pops up when you put the mouse over this little icon. And you can see that as far as search engine marketing is concerned, it's pretty much the same throughout the year, except you do get this spike here in April when it does tend to go up a little bit. You've got 14,800 searches in April as opposed to 12,100, which is pretty much static throughout the year. And you can do this if you have a lot of different keywords that you're planning on using, or you can combine this with the keyword finder. It's up to you, really. Now, another tool that I want to tell you about is Market Samurai. I'll be honest with you, when I first started using Market Samurai, I had a hard time getting my head around it because it can be very complicated, and some of the ways that you look for things on Market Samurai are different than you would do in the Google Keywords tool. Nevertheless, it is a very good piece of kit once you get used to using it, because it'll tell you a lot more things than the Google AdWords keyword finder will. In particular, Google doesn't tell you how many backlinks there are for a particular website. And what you can do with Market Samurai, in addition to using it to find keywords, you can also use it to see which sites get to the top of the search engine rankings in Google and other search engines, and also what their keywords are and how many backlinks there are going to that particular page. So you can find out that there might be a top-rated site for one particular keyword that only has 2 or 3 backlinks going to it. And you could then optimize your website for that particular keyword, get a few more backlinks, and beat it to the top of the rankings. So it does tell you a lot of information. Let me just scroll down a bit here. There is a video on the website that explains exactly how it all works, so I'm not going to go into a lot of detail in this video. And despite what it says here, a free copy of Market Samurai, it is only a free trial version. The actual software, the full version, let's click here, is a paid-for piece of software. Here you can see at the time that I'm making this video, it's $149, but it does unlock everything permanently. The free trial version lets you do all this, but once the trial's over, then obviously the number of functions that it has becomes quite severely limited. And you can see it's got a whole lot of information about it there. And you can read more about it at marketsamurai.com. Now, using these tools will make it easier for people to find your website or blog and hear what you have to say.